All right, we're back. This is day 5, maybe day 6. I can't remember. But what I do know is today we got a lot of stuff to do today. We have the electrician coming over, we have construction started, and we have an appraiser coming to the house today to let us know what we should be doing with this house, where we can continue to add value, making sure we're doing the right things and bringing this property back up to market value where we can make the biggest return on our money. So come with me, let's go find out. So we're back in the car, headed back up to the Darby Rolls Royce house, right? Now the electrician's up there doing some of the minor reworking of the property. Now, if we think about being a landlord in the United Kingdom, there's some of the guidelines that we must adhere to, whether we're going to sell a property or whether we want to rent out a property, is we must have fire alarms hardwired into the power, so that in case of a fire. And the reason why you need to do that is if there was a fire and God forbid someone died or got seriously hurt, you as the landlord could be held criminally liable for this and you could serve jail time. So I'm making sure this upgrade to this house, so this house is brought within code, is done, because the last thing I want is to be in jail for anything. And definitely the last thing I want is anybody to lose their life in a property that I own. Let's talk about your strategies for a property. You have to understand, when you buy property below market value, and there's plenty of places you can find them. You can find them on websites like Rightmove. You can go to auction houses, and you have to drive a hard bargain, and you have to find out what the budget is. So I'm on my way to this property. I'm going to go meet with an estate agent here in the UK. It's just a realtor, and they will know the area better than I will. Now, I have a good inclination of what this house could be worth. There's some strategies that I'm trying to do to create the value into the property. One of those being, I'm trying to create a third bedroom in this property, and that way I can uplift the market value of this house, and whether I want to sell it or rent it, I can extract the most value out of this house. So I'm on my way to meet this person here. I've talked to them on the phone. I'm going to meet with several estate agents over the next coming days, so that way they can help me understand the market and where it's at right now. So we continue with the work in the house. We've opened up the kitchen wall. We got the electrician here laying some of the cable down. Work keeps going, but we keep going. I think this is a great point in the video. Let's stop. Take the time, subscribe to the channel, press the like button, and leave a little comment down below if you wouldn't mind. Back in the Darby house. Now what you can see, what we've done here today in the house is we have opened up this door here. There used to be a door that led into the small kitchen. What we've done to create value into this house is we've put in a lintel across. We've opened up the space to give you a more illusion of more space. So now this living room becomes part of the kitchen and feels like it's part of the kitchen. So you have the family dining, kitchen, living area in this place. And that's how you add value. So, not everything that we're doing on this property is about adding value in the sense. What we have to do as well is bring this property up to code or to the regulations that exist. Part of those regulations is to include hardwired into the main power fire alarms in all the high-risk areas. As we said in previous videos, that's on top of the stairs, the bottom of the stairs, and also inside the kitchen, which is an obvious fire risk zone. So we're doing that, so the electrician has already done that. The second thing that he's also doing is he's going to make sure we update the fuse box so that we bring this up to code. What I didn't know about earlier today, and he taught me today, is this is made out of plastic, which is no longer part of the regulations here in the United Kingdom. So this is also going to have to be upgraded. The electrical cabling within this house is too old. We don't need to do a full rewiring because some of the cabling has been updated. But if you take a look, this is some of the existing cabling that was in this property. And if you look, the casing is really old and very brittle. So if I snap it here, that easily, it exposes the actual copper wire inside this electrical cable, which is a fire risk that we need to address to stay within code. When I look at the new cabling that's being put throughout the house, it's not brittle. So when I bend it, it doesn't snap in half, which is going to prevent fires, which is very important. Guys, I am back. So I'm back to the house. I've had a tour with the estate agent who's come through and done a walkthrough with the property with myself, where I explained to him what we're going to be doing to the property to add value, how we're going to get a third bedroom in this property, what we're going to be doing to the kitchen, how we're opening up the space to create a family dining, kitchen, living room area, the upgrades we're going to be doing to the bathroom, and he's then taking me through what has sold recently, only about 5, maybe 7 doors down from this property. What I am so happy about is that I bought this property early September, mid-September, and the market value of this house has gone up 10% since I bought the house. I am over the moon. So based on what I initially thought the house was going to be worth, I created my budget. I'm still trying to stick to that budget. We've gone up a little bit on certain things. The rewiring or the partial rewiring of what we're having to do, the upgrading of the fuse box, that's eaten into the potential profits of this house. However, given the estimate of what this house could sell for, now it gets me thinking about the particular strategy. Do we go with the BRR, which if we remember, it's a buy, refurbish, refinance, which means I'll hold on to the house, but try to pull out as much of my initial investment as possible? Or do I sell the property and then make the biggest return that I can? Or even if I hold on to this property, do I go with an HMO, which is a house of multiple occupancy, if you remember? Or do I rent it out to a single family? So there's these different options that are coming back around. We will evaluate that. You're gonna have to stay tuned to find out what we ultimately do with this property, but the work continues. I'm ecstatic. This is turning out so far to be a really great investment. Hey guys, since we're here, please stop and subscribe to the channel. Thank you.